Yeah. All we did was win last week. Hey, welcome to week 2, Hood Money. Hood Money with your host, this guy. You know, we at another discreet location in the city. You know what I'm saying? We did some winning. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't really, gonna be out and about like that because our people money on the side, and we gonna keep that quiet. You know what I'm saying? So here we go. Week 2 is an interesting matchup. I'm just kidding, by the way. It was an interesting matchup. So it was a couple of injuries. It was a couple of close games. It was one really big upset. um we won money last week. We did win that money. We would have won mostly all the money. Houston would have won by 3 instead of winning by 2. Sometimes it's had go half a point away, you know what I'm saying, from the super big money. But we're gonna get back at that, week 2. We coming for the big money in week 2. I got y'all. We gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it on the recap. As you see, these were the games that I picked from last week on the recap board. As you can see, we did astonishing. We called 11 out of the 13 matchups that I put on the board. A couple of them were a couple of times on there, so we're not counting those. We're just counting the 11 to 13. As you can see, Texans on 2 parlays. I may have should have put the Chiefs on 2 parlays, but I'm gonna get to that. I'm going to definitely retool some stuff, and yeah, we're gonna take a look at that. So as you can see, we did get the winner. We did get the big winner. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully everybody that was with me, all my subscribers and fans, you know what I'm saying, they went on ahead and they took them parlays and got that gas money for the week. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna try to get restaurant money this week. So let's get into it. As you know, here's the big board. The big board is, where it all happens, where all my picks are going down. If you, ever need to, refer to anything, you refer to the big board. You know what I'm saying? It's got all the answers to your questions. Also on the site, you can leave comments, you can you can share, and I will answer your comments in as timely a fashion as I can. You know what I'm saying? There'd be a lot going on, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna get to them. All right, so here we go. We got Thursday football. We got Bills. We got Dolphins. We got a matchup that's tough. There's been years. It's a divisional matchup. You know what I'm saying? AFC East. They've been battling. Years they've been battling. 2 good quarterbacks, 2 good defenses. Dolphins at home. This is a game that I did not pick because it is a tough game. I'm trying to get you to the easier selections. I am going to go with the Dolphins with the points because they're at home. They're at home, and this matchup, both for the home teams usually come out on top. So that's what I'm going to be taking. I am also, as you can see down here, these are my picks, and the over-under board is empty because, as you saw on the recap board, we didn't do well. We were 1 out of 5, and 1 out of 5 is no money. 11 out of 13 is money. So we're going to focus on what I'm doing best. But don't worry, we're gonna get back to that side. All right. So the second game I've got Saints. I've got Cowboys. Saints Cowboys. Another interesting matchup. Both teams coming off decisive week 1 victories against their opponents. I told you last week I don't know why the Cowboys weren't favored against the Browns. It made no sense to me. They showed the world why they weren't to be underdogs, and of course they're favored this week against the team who demolished Carolina. I told you last week Bryce Young was no good. He was not going to be good. Carolina is looking for a good quarterback under the center to jumpstart their franchise, and he's not it. So with that being said, I am going to take the Cowboys on the money line. It's an interesting game. I'm going to take the Cowboys because they're at home, they're healthy, and that was inflated. The Saints, they don't score that many points, but against a sorry team like I'm not going to say team, I'm going to say quarterback who couldn't possess the ball long enough for them to really do anything. That's why the Saints scored. So I don't believe they will score as many points. I am taking the Cowboys on the money line. The next game is the Bucks and the Lions. This is another game of two victorious teams in Week 1. The Bucks were on my board last week, and they definitely handled business against the Commanders. The Commanders still have a long way to go and a few offensive linemen to get before they will be relevant. The Lions played the Rams on Sunday night. I didn't post this, but I took the overtime in that game live bet. If you can ever get a good overtime live bet, I suggest it because the winnings are always substantial. This is always an interesting matchup. The past couple of times the Lions have won it, but they did not win the coveted Super Bowl that Matt Stafford did. And of course, he was their quarterback previous to coming to the Rams. So with that said, I really am going to take. None of these first games are on my board because they're all kind of interesting matchups, and they could go either way. So I am going to probably take the Buccaneers and the plus some money just because it was an emotional game. Tampa Bay does have weapons in that defense coming off a big win. I think they can keep up with the Lions. I do think the Lions will win it at home. The next game is another interesting matchup. Is the first one that I have on my board, and I have it for several reasons. The Colts did play tough. Richardson did not listen and ran most of the time, but no one could stop him. And he came out of the game relatively healthy, so it was a close game in the end. It was back and forth for a while, and then Houston made it not so close, and then they closed with a late touchdown. I'm going to take the Colts to get their first win on the money line against the Packers, who lost their quarterback. New money Jordan Love will be out for a few weeks before you get that offense back. And their backup is nothing exciting. They have weapons, but I don't know if he's going to be able to get them the ball. So I took the Colts to get their first win. The next game is the Jets-Titans. We have Jets 3.5. I'm going to take the Jets also. I'm going to take the Jets on the money line. They do have Aaron Rodgers. They have a top-notch defense. And they have enough offensive weapons with Breece Hall and the rest of those guys to get it done. They definitely, I like them to get it done with Wilson and the rest of those guys out there. So I'm going to take the Jets to pick up their first win against the Titans team, starting a young quarterback who came close to winning his first game, but could not close. We're taking the Jets on the money line. Next game is a spread game all day. I'm taking the Niners. Both teams won in convincing fashion last week. Well, I took the Niners. I did not take the Vikings. Last week I suggested the Giants. It was an interesting game. I wouldn't have bet on it. I'm glad I didn't. I'm taking the Niners because they're still the cream of the crop in the NFC. There's a couple of teams that will challenge them, but I believe that they will win the NFC or at least be top 2 in the NFC conference. And the Vikings, I don't believe, will make the playoffs because of the quarterback situation. So I'm taking the Niners minus 6.5. Next game, Seahawks, Patriots. I would go with the Seahawks, either the money line or the spread, for the simple fact that the Seahawks are a steady team. They're a very steady team. At home, they're a lot better than they're on the road, but the Patriots kind of got a fluky victory. We don't know what they exactly have. Brissett did start and led them to a low-scoring victory. I just don't see it happening for a second week in a row. They could surprise me, but I don't think so. I'm taking the Seahawks, like I said, on the spread and the money line and I'm gonna be mixing that up on the board. I believe Seattle's on the money line, and also the spread and the money line. Yes, so we have the next game. We have Giants. We have Commanders. This is another game where I don't know why the Commanders are favored. The Commanders have not won a game in a while against the Giants. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. I don't see them pulling it out. They've had chances to make the playoffs. Dan Jones looks like an All-Pro vet every time he plays them. And even with everything on the line, they can't beat them. With nothing on the line, and Tommy DeVito starting, they can't beat them. I am taking the Giants on the money line for sure. For sure. The next one is another for sure bet that I will be taking, and that is the Chargers Panthers matchup. The Chargers did come through last week. Jim Harbaugh got his first win, being back in the NFL after a hiatus in college. He comes back and gets his first win. I believe he's going to keep it rolling to his second win. He is a winner. He did make the Super Bowl when he was previously a coach. I like that on the spread as well all day. The Panthers have zero offense, and unless they put the backup in, I see that continuing. I see that trend to continue probably the whole season, probably. Our next matchup is a game that I didn't take for a couple of reasons. The last big spread I took didn't go so well, and also this game in years has been it's been mostly won by the Ravens, but the games tend to be the closer blowouts, and I don't. I mean, if I take the Ravens on the money line, or I might would take the Raiders in the points. Like that is not a game I would take because that's maybe one that you can figure out and maybe put on there and add to one of these parlays down here maybe. But I would take as for the bet I would take the Ravens, and I would probably parlay with that with some plus money games to get some value. That's a good way to get value for parlays. Our next game is Rams Cardinals. We have the Cardinals favored. I did not bet on this game, but I would take the Rams. I believe that even with Nakua hurt and Aaron Donald gone, this is a divisional matchup that has gone St. Louis's way. LA's way. Sorry about that. And the Cardinals are Kyler Murray. Harrison wasn't that great in his debut. He's going to get better. But right now they're trying to fit pieces together. And right now it's a little bit of a mess. So I would take Rams plus money if I was going to take that game. The next game I am taking the Steelers. Both my plus money bets came off last week, Steelers and Cowboys. And both of them were nice additions to your parlay on the plus of money. The Broncos lost a close game last week. Back and forth they were winning with Seattle, and then Seattle stormed back to eventually get the win. As expected with a rookie quarterback, Bo Nix. Our next matchup is the Bengals Chiefs. I am definitely all over this matchup. This is something like a rivalry game, lesser known rivalry game. There's been some exciting Chiefs Bengals matchups. I've seen Joe Burrow beat Mahomes a couple times. Including stopping Mahomes' streak. He would have 5 straight Super Bowls now if Joe Burrow didn't beat him in the championship game and eventually lose to the Rams in the Super Bowl a few years back. I'm looking for the Chiefs to come in with the new weapons on offense they have and the upgraded D and actually win this game on the spread. The next bet is Bears Texans. I said I wouldn't be betting on the Bears until I see what they had at quarterback, and it looks like it's not impressive at all. They were on the ropes definitely in that game, and the D and the special teams pulled it out. Congratulations to them. Still have to see what the quarterback is capable of doing. They're playing the team that yeah. As you see, the spread went up, even though they didn't cover the 2.5 spread. It's 6.5, and the reason why is they are just getting started. Like I said, they're going to make a deep playoff push. In my opinion, Stroud is getting better. Hopefully, going to avoid that sophomore slump that real gamblers know about. In that game, I would be taking them on the money line and parlaying them with some good plus money picks because, I'm 6.5. Chicago just shows you what their free agents do, and we're gonna go with the money line. You could go with the spread if you really want to go with the spread. The Monday night game for this week, two very large birds going at it. The Falcons and the Eagles. Kirk Cousins was expected to do big things in Atlanta, didn't get off to a good start. The Eagles did, winning in Brazil last week. If they were playing on Sunday, I would stay away from this game and maybe like week 4 or 5. But since it's early and nobody really plays in the preseason, they should be fresh, especially for Monday night. So I am going to take the Eagles on the money line. And so here you can see, I'm sorry, actually, I changed my pick to the spread. I was on the fence, and as you can see, I do have them on the spread. Okay, so these are my parlays here. I've got a 4-teamer here. I've got a 4-teamer here. I've got a 5-teamer here. This one, the first one and the last one, I really like. I really like this week, the first one and the last one. I did them this way because I really like these teams at the end, at the bottom here. I like the Chargers for sure. I like the Chiefs for sure. I like the Niners for sure. I like the Steelers for sure. Those 4 teams I do like for sure. If you can get money off those 4 teams, I believe those 4 teams are definitely going to win this week. And I would roll with them in any parlay that you do. And now I am going to put the board down for a hot second and call my over-under guy and see what he has for us today. This is, good thing to do when you have not great stats with the over-under. You would, go to somebody who was good with the over-under, and you would definitely call them. I don't know why my phone is not on automatic dial, but it is fine.
Yeah, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready, dog. My picks sucked last week. I'm depending on you to give us these good over unders here today.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. You know how we do, man. Good over unders, man. You already know how we do, man.
Definitely. Try to win some more money this week. Definitely.
I like the over in the New Orleans Saints and Dallas game. And I like Dallas on the money line with her, but if you like the spread, take the spread.
Okay. We got the spread. We got the spread.
And the Bucks and the Lions 51. I like Lions defense, so take Lions in the money line. Detroit.
Heck yeah, I got it down. Detroit. I need the Detroit game.
The Green 49ers, baby. The Bay, hey, all the way.
You like the under? You said.
I like the under in that junk. If I can go do now, we gonna press them out, baby.
Okay, I said. All right, we got the under in the Niners game, the under in the Detroit game.
And the Commandos,
we need 2 more.
And the Giants, both of them guys, they might have a little. What's that? $4.95 or $3.95? They're not too far.
One of them. It's the Hunnets. It's the Hornets.
44. I like the under in that Joe, Mo.
You like the under? All right, we're going to take the under.
That Joe. Oh,
We're going to take the under.
And guess what? All these are Sunday games. So I'm going to take the last Sunday, Joe.
Right.
I like the under in the Green Bay and the Colts at 41. And Love is not loving because he's injured. so who are you going to love? So who are you going to throw the
Right.
Who are you going to love on Sunday?
I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine, dog, because I don't know.
Hey, man,
I'm going to tell you like that. Sean Clifford?
With those picks and tell them tricks and let them know what to do.
I know, because Sean Clifford, he not going to get it done. I don't know why they even, going to go with him, but they going to go with him. So, heck yeah, we going to wrap it up, dog. We got 5 picks here. You know what I'm saying? We got 5 picks from my man from the street. You know what I'm saying? And, we're going to be getting back with you from time to time. I appreciate you.
Hey, man, that's what we do, Kevin. I see you in a minute, baby.
Definitely. So, as you can hear, you know what I'm saying? Saints Dallas. He likes the over. You know what I'm saying? This is my special pick for y'all who like the over unders. Now we got the Lions and the Bucks, and the under on the Lions and the Bucks. I'm gonna put that down. My beer is shaky. It's the big board. Sometimes the big board slides at an angle, and I gotta there we go. We got the Bucks, we got Detroit, we got the Niners, the Vikings, we got the Giants, the Commanders, Green Bay, and the Colts, all unders. We got the over on the Saints and Dallas. You know what I'm saying? The big board is complete for the week. You know what I'm saying? We would like to thank my man from the streets for sending his picks in. You know what I'm saying? We'd like to thank all my fans and subscribers. And to those who don't know how, you go to YouTube Studio. You go to YouTube at you can scroll down the YouTube Studios right there. You go to Benny Boone and Hood Money. Like I said, you can leave your likes, your comments, you can share with people, you know what I'm saying? And, let's have a good week, you know what I'm saying? Let's get that restaurant money, you know what I'm saying? Let's get that car payment money, you know what I'm saying? Let's get that rent money, you know what I'm saying? Let's get that money. So that's what we're going to be working on, and I'm going to see you out of these picks, Thursday is tomorrow. Good luck out there. Let's get this money.